do want to warm up with Kaido and possibly update it. The plan is to just spend a little bit of time updating this Kaido deck before we go into Mystery Commander, but yeah, I did. I'll have to pull up some suggestions, some comments from last video because y'all keep coming up with ways to make this better and I love it. And I'm okay with this hands. Kind of bummed that I don't have any early plays. The cheapest card I have is 3 costing, but maybe we'll draw another card and be able to get Kaito on. I am also keeping it because we have Gonti, which was a suggestion from someone else in a previous video. There's the land that we needed. I did just realize, though, I need 2 black for Gonti, 4 for Invoke Despair. Maybe we should not have kept this hand. Oh, gosh. We have LS, of course. So I know there's going to be a lot of critters coming in. Let's see. We can play Surge Engine now. That's at least a defender. We have one available to pay. Make it so we can attack. But I mean, honestly, right now, we're just going to be using him as a blocker. And I hate that they have Veto out, which... oh gosh, it's going to speed up our life loss. Now, they could also be... Why are you... Oh... This Hunted Witness will bring in another critter as well. Okay, I see you. At least Search Engine can't be blocked. So when we bring out Kaido, it will trigger that effect. However, if we return Search Engine to hand, there is our second black. Maybe we should play Gonti now. Yeah, I kind of want to play Gonti now. Or we could do Kaito's Pursuit. Oh gosh, well, I should only attack with Search Engine if I intend on bringing out Kaito, and I'd have to... Yeah, I'm not gonna intend on bouncing him back. Let's do this. Let's bring out why not? Let's bring out Kaido. Let's see. Draw a card. Let's create a 2/2 with Death Touch. No attack will leave those as blocker. If they swing everything at Kaito, we only need to draw 1 more land before we can make up the commander attack. So maybe we can bring him out quickly. Bobby, hi. Happy Wednesday. Please don't do anything to Kaito though, because I don't want him to stay on the board. I did also, I don't remember if I did this last video, but I did switch out all of our lands for snow-covered lands so that we can use Blood on the Snow. And actually, I would not mind. Search Engine only costs 2. I would not mind throwing out Blood on the Snow pretty soon. Kind of a bummer. I don't like braids. Fine, let's do this. You're all tapped out though, so that's only gonna die. We will, I'll be honest, if we do Blow on the Snow, we're gonna take quite a bit of life, but I think it's worth it. Oh, or Obliterator. Oh, freaking, we need 4 black for that though. That's the unfortunate part. So we're not gonna do Blood on the Snow here. I could make them discard 2 cards, which I kind of want them to do. Beginning of your end step. I guess let's go ahead and make it so that the 3/3 can't swing or block. You can also bring out Gonti, but if I intend on doing Blood on the Snow, no. Let's not do that. What we can do, we could also recast Surge Engine as well. Let's do that. We'll return him. He's a 2 costing, so we can go ahead and replay him, and then we can do Kaito's Pursuit. I'm really just doing it for the card advantage, and if next turn I can grab a land, I'll just wipe the board real quick. It'll keep Kaito on the board, so I like that. And then let's go ahead and make it so that... I guess it really doesn't matter. We'll keep Ellis from swinging because Ellis does also have Death Touch. Okay, Revenge of the Ravens. That's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm not expecting them to sacrifice anything. I mean, I don't have an... Okay, or just kidding. That's fine. That's fine. We'll do the drone. Gain some more life to offset the life that we just lost. We did not get a land, however... Let's see, we could pay the 1 for Surge Engine so that we can activate Kaido twice and throw... We'd have enough mana for Gonti. So let's do that. We'll throw this out. Let's make it so that Ellis can't block. Oh, I guess it really doesn't matter because Surge Engine you can't. Kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. We do have Brazen Borrower, but... Yeah, let's return this to hand. Make it so that Vito can't block. And what we could do... We could leave enough for... Actually, yeah. If we played just Surge Engine, we would have enough for Brazen Borrower. We'll throw that out. Oh gosh, that's such a pain. Okay, well, Soul Warden is a really quick one to get rid of. So I'm thinking of using Brazen for Revenge of the Ravens. When it enters the battlefield, exit target creature, planeswalker, and opponent controls. That's a pain. I'm assuming they're going after Kaido. I can't see them doing Surge Engine. Yeah. Kind of a bummer, but hopefully we can grab the land that we need. Let's go ahead. Let's put back... If we get the land, I want to wipe out everything. Let's put back the enchantment. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, let's just do that. Boom. And we'll be able to bring back Surge Engine. I'm okay with that. Can't do anything else this turn. I'm okay though. Oh, and it's nice that Vito's effect doesn't play a role in it. Casting Ellis is all they can do. Interesting. Let's go ahead. Let's do... I kind of want to use Surge Engine to attack and block. So there is that. Gonti will let us cast these exiled cards using any kind of mana. So let's see what we can grab first. Actually, maybe I should have played Midnight Clock first. I made that mistake. Kind of a bummer. Non-token creatures die. Decayed. Let's exile Pesa. Let's do that. Did it shuffle? Okay, perfect. Put it on the bottom. That's even better. And I guess we might as well attack with Surge Engine. Because I miscounted and I'm not able to play Midnight Clock. My guess is that they're going to play Revenge next. I'm just hoping that now that we've wiped out a majority of their critters, they don't draw enough critters to really do significant damage with Ellis. I will say I'm down to 14 and I don't like that. Ah, frickin'. Oh, I want to get rid of Elish. That is absolutely horrible. That's probably... No, that is like one of the worst cards that I could have seen coming. Okay. Well, what we could do is swing with Gonti. See if they block, and if they do block, we can't... No, we can't. We can't do Invoke Despair. I don't like this. I would have liked to save Brazen Borrower for this. What a pain. We just need one more block. Makes me sad. Let's do this. What can we do? What can we do? Well, they would need critters to play, though, to make it work. They would need critters to make that work. So what can we do? Kind of already entered attacking. We'll just swing through the damage. Let's grab Midnight Clock. I should have put it out last turn. Let's get Shieldred, also Death Touch. And at least we'll start gaining life as we draw cards. At the most, I could see them playing one critter if they had it in hands. which would make it so that we would lose 2 life. So, okay, now we have a way of gaining life. I'm okay with that. Fine by frickin' me. Let's go ahead. Let's get Kaido out so that we can also grab some card draw. Because that would be wonderful. We'll go ahead. Let's keep... I don't know. Would they block with Gonti? I feel like they wouldn't. They don't have the mana. Yeah, they don't have the mana to pay the commander tax. Let's return Gonti to hand just to prep for next turn. And... card? Or we can create a 2/2 with Death Touch. Because I could see him also swinging with Ellis. But we could take 2 commander damage. And we have Kaito. Okay. Y'all. When both Kaitos are out, they work so well together. I want both of them out. Please. Please. Okay, that's fine. I'm surprised that they didn't cut down Childred, though. They could use cut down for Childred. Why didn't they? I mean, I get Search Engine is a pain because it can't be blocked, but... I mean, it is what it is. So I guess what I'll do... So I do have to block... Or I do have to swing and attack with Childred. So what I'm actually going to do... I'm going to do this.
I'll handle this.
So they'd have to sacrifice Elshnorn. I'm okay with making that trade. I'm okay if they want to make that trade. I would not want to trade Ellis with Childred. Yeah, I figured. So, question is, do I want to return? I think I do. They should have enough mana. Yeah, they should have enough mana. Let's make it so that she can't attack as well, because a 4/7 would make me very sad. We'll do Childred first so that when we do Kaido's +1, gain some extra lives. So we are sitting pretty. We are okay. And he phases out, which is perfect. So even if we weren't able to keep Elshnorn from swinging and attacking, we have some way of protecting us. Also, my goal for tonight's stream is to be better about eating my dinner, so don't mind me. I'm gonna try to remember to eat it all, because again, I am really bad at keeping track of how much I'm eating when I'm playing video games, which I feel like it's not an uncommon problem. I feel like we have it. I can't think of what they would have. I mean, obviously the game is pausing priority. Okay. They were just collecting mana. Oh wait, but why didn't I lose life? Oh, it's whenever a creature dies. Oh, so they're gonna try to get rid of those critters. Oh, at some point we did get 4 black mana. Okay. I like that. I like that very much. Apparently it didn't even matter. I feel like even if we swung in, I mean, to be fair, I don't think I'd want to sacrifice Childred, but I mean, even if I swung in, we could grab Obliterator or we could grab Gonti. Probably would not have wanted to do Invoke Despair, but it worked out. Hello, Rasakar. Hard to eat when you're busy crushing. I know, right? Speaking of which, let me just real quick. I'm gonna pull up the suggestions from my last video and see what we can do to make this deck even better. And then we'll probably play 1 or 2 more games before we jump into Mystery Commander mode. Alright, let me just pull it up. Someone had suggestion. Someone also pointed out that on the previous game, on the previous video that I posted, I was really confused why I couldn't pay the 4 for Xerath, for Xerath-san, and it was because I flashed him in before I gave my opponents the chance to declare blockers. So that was kind of a bummer. But now I know. Gotcha. Okay, so someone actually mentions, this was Paul's suggestion. putting in some of the rogues from Zendikar Rising. So let me pull up the deck and see if we can filter out from that set. Because honestly, I don't know my set super well. Let's see, where is Zendikar Rising? Go grab the rogues. Let me see collected and not collected. Okay, so I have a few because he was talking about taking advantage of the rogue's ability, and I do have Windwrapper, which is flying, which is nice. I do have Sure-Footed Infiltrator. Tap another untapped rogue you control. Infiltrator can't be blocked this turn. When it deals combat damage to a card, draw a card. That's actually really nice. I also have Glasspool Mimic. I actually really like this card. I'm gonna add that. The only thing though, I can't remember, and it doesn't say, but I can't remember if I copy a legendary creature. I think I just have to be careful not to copy a legendary creature. Let's see. I'm not necessarily playing with more than rogue, so I think Acquisitions Expert won't help. Nighthawk Scavenger I've used before as well. A big fan, but I feel like for this particular deck, I don't think it's gonna be the best. Namana Skydancer, beautiful art. I love that. Flash and Flying, I like those two. Enters the battlefield, target opponent mills 2 cards. I'm not necessarily playing with mill. Shadow Stinger means death touch until end of turn. I only have to tap an untapped rogue. Whenever it deals damage to a player, that player mills 3 cards. Again, not necessarily doing mill. And see, Zerasen, I need to just remember to let them declare blockers. You can take out a land and place a Glasspool Mimic. That's right, because it's double-sided. I forgot about that. Is that the one? It's not the one where you can pay. Yeah, I can't pay. Let it come untapped, but you're right. I could take away a land for that one. Adrana's Silencer. When it enters the battlefield, target creature and opponent controls get minus X. Again, I'm not necessarily playing with party cards. I have Soaring Thought Thief. Stonework Pack Beast. Again, would be better if I was playing with parties. I feel like these others. Acquisition Expert is good, even a deck with just rogues. Let me reread it. Target opponent reveals the number of cards from their hand equal to the number of creatures in your party. You choose one of those cards that player discards. Those cards. So it would just be like they get to choose what they discard. I can't think of anything that I would want to take out to switch it up. I mean, if it had something like Flash or Flying, then yes. I guess it's consistent card draw. Oh, actually, you know what? Especially if this is probably what you're thinking of. The fact that like Kaido, you can bounce cards back to your hands. I would just have to pair this with one of the cards that lets me give menace or death touch to my critters so that he can actually deal damage. Actually, no, he doesn't even. Yeah, he would have to do damage for Dancing Shadow to take effect. Merfolk Windrobber. I was thinking about that too. And again, it deals with mill. However, it is a 1/1 with flying and only costs 1. And I will add Windrobber in. Let me think about Acquisitions Expert though. Let's see. Can't be blocked if you have another rogue enter the battlefield under your control this turn. That's really easy for us to do in this deck. The beginning of your combat on your turn, if you have a full party. Okay. Again, I'm only gonna go with rogue, so not that. Kicker X. X can't be 0. Flying whenever Thieving Skydancer enters the battlefield. If it was kicked. Oh! If it was kicked, gain control of target artifact with mana value X or less. If that artifact is an equipment, attach it to Thieving Skydancer. Okay. If only if it was like permanent. Because I don't always go up against artifact decks. Though to be fair, if it's the thing though is that to be fair, a lot of commander decks have mana rocks, and I could steal those. That would be quite nice. I'll add acquisitions expert. We need 2 cards to take away. I was kind of thinking of maybe taking away lands. Because I know we have a really low curve. How many lands do we already have? We have 39 lands, not including the Mimic. I feel like the number for Commander decks, isn't it like 37 or 38? You shouldn't go below. Let's see. We just did add 2 creatures, and we're pretty even when it comes to creatures and non-creature spells. Let me see. I could take out Revenge of Ravens. I really like this as an enchantment, and it does deter them to a point, but doesn't really help me get critters through to attack. Thassa I like because we can bounce and we have a lot of enter the battlefield. I like the ability to draw cards. Replicating Ring is a nice mana rock, although to be fair, very rarely will I get to the point where Replicating Ring actually duplicates. And then by that time, like, I usually have enough lands, so maybe we could take out Replicating Ring. I think also we have... Well, we have Mox Amber. I thought we had another. We have Arcane Signet. Yeah. Maybe take out Replicating Ring. If that's a no-no, please tell me. I'll throw it back in there. We could also play Drown in the Luck, because I feel like, especially if I'm not necessarily playing Mill, this is a really hard card to use if you're not explicitly playing Mill. And the thing is that there have been games before where I've had Drown in the Luck in hand and I couldn't really use it because my opponent didn't have enough cards in the graveyard. So, and especially if I'm going to be playing with cards like Xerath and taking stuff out of their graveyard, maybe get rid of Drown in the Luck. I actually haven't used it, I don't think, in any of my games. Oh, what did I just take out? I took out a card. Oh gosh, I took out a card and I wasn't looking at what I clicked. Hang on, let me pull up the deck list from my last video because I messed up. I think I've adjusted the content since the last. Oh my gosh, did y'all see? I feel so bad. I took out the ring? What ring? Oh gosh. Well, no, replicating ring I did, but I just clicked. It was a mono black card. I don't remember. Gosh. I accidentally clicked something. It was between Sap Vitality and Silver for Master, which means that it was a card that started with S. I should not search S. I cannot search for one letter. Let's see. It was a non-creature card because that went down. It was a non-creature card. So it was either an instant, sorcery, enchantment, artifact. Take out. Not Dark Ritual. It was a 2 costing card because it was between Sap Vitality. Not this one. I'm trying to think of what art I've seen in this deck. Was it Go for the Throat? I feel like I would not have put that in there because it's not an artifact creature. Not Infernal Grasp. Let's see. It started with SP. URS. Was it Sanctum? Oh, it was Shieldred's Edict. Okay. I put that card back. I remember that because we've used that in a game. So I'm guessing... Okay, then I guess we can try to take out Revenge of Ravens. I can't remember who suggested that card last time, but that was definitely a suggestion. Someone mentioned it and it has been useful, but I do agree it was quite so. So let's Let's try this out, adjusting the critters. Hopefully it'll make it a little more quick. I need to stop randomly clicking. And we're going up against Valky. Wonderful. I guess I can be okay with that. I mean, to be fair, land-wise, we're doing okay. And we have 2 of the 4 black mana that we would need for Obliterator, so I will try it out. We'll keep. For each opponent, exile a creature card they reveal this way. Leaves the battlefield. Assuming he would go for... No, I could see him going for Obliterator. I don't like this. Oh gosh. I mean, I have ways of bouncing things back to hand. They didn't play Valky. Oh. What? Hang on. What is the other side? Cosmic Imposter. As it enters the battlefield, you get an emblem with. You may play cards exiled with Tibalt, Cosmic Imposter, and you may spend mana as mana of any color to cast the spells. So he's saving it for the other side. So he needs 6 mana. He has 4 right now. Ooh, hot dang. That has ninjutsu. I feel like the treasures would come in handy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out there. We'll get Prosperous Thief out there, grab some treasure tokens, and actually it worked out. We did draw the black mana that we needed for Obliterator and pretty much any of our very expensive cards. And yes, if you want to spend removal on my Thief, go for it. I'm okay with that. I'd rather they use the removal that they have in hand. Oh, now they're already at 6, so next turn they can play Tibalt +2, exile the top card of each player's library. Oh, frickin'. I do not like this. Oh gosh. Exile target artifact or creature. That's an enchantment, not a creature. And I feel like if I did the -2, would he really do his -3 to get rid of a 2/2? Let me see, because I feel like he would not. That's a -3. I feel like he's not going to spend a -3 to get rid of this. Best case scenario, they did not draw lands, and they don't have any lands in their hands. Dang it. Oh, well, it was wishful thinking. At least they can't... Yeah, at least they can't pass that return. Okay, that's fine. Let's see, we'll throw this one out there. Guess we might as well just go after Tibalt. This is going to be such a pain. I've never played against someone who's waited to cast Tibalt for his commander side. Kind of a bummer. Target creature an opponent controls. That really doesn't do well. Let's see. Let's get Thassa out. I'm not going to bounce the 2/2. Submit 0, but at least get her out. Oh, tap to add 3. Colorless. Okay, he has plenty of mana. 3, 4, 5. Mana for days. Oh, freaking. I love that for you. I love that. Well, now I have something to target with Chupacabra. This is the pain that it's my own. Man. Fine. It is what it is. I have a land, Fading Hope. Actually, you know what? I could have had Glasspool Mimic come in as Chupacabra as well. Okay, well, let's get him out. Oh, don't counter. Thank you. Thank you. Just let him enter the battlefield. It's fine. It's fine. Extra card. I feel like if I have nothing to target to block, I might as well. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep double down. Next turn we can swing for 4 unless he throws something else out. Chupacabra would also be a good thing to bounce. Okay with that. I could also see him going for the -3. However, that would put him at 2 loyalty points, so maybe, maybe not. I could see him, yeah. I guess the only thing though is that if they bounce my token, oh my gosh. Wait, the -3, you can play those cards. Okay, I did not realize that that's how well Tibalt's abilities work. Oh my word, I'm glad I didn't put out Obliterator. Okay, well now I gotta get him. And Painful Quandary. I think that's it. Like, I don't know if there's much else I can do. I guess what I could do, I could get Obliterator out. Oh gosh. Let's see. It's just discarding a card. Let's discard Awakening. Although, you know what? I could have used Awakening to grab Shieldred. I could have done that. Oh my gosh. Let's make it actually cancel. Hang on. I want to draw a card because I don't mind if they swing in with Chupacabra. But hot dang. There's mana for days. I have to pay a tax. I'm gonna need the cards. Yeah. Let's do this. I can cast one more. Nothing with Flash, right? No, I have Thieves Guild, but I don't have the mana. I can save the 2 for Saw It Coming, so if he tries to bounce or do anything with Obliterator, at least I can protect him for 1 turn, like that. Ah, frickin', I forgot that it's the spell. Let's just lose 5 life. Cement 0, it doesn't matter if I bounce Obliterator. Please don't have anything more to play, because that was my one and only counter spell. Frickin'.
Make no mistake.
Oh my gosh, pay 7, tap. Sacrifice, destroy target partner. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he has plenty of mana for that. Oh my gosh, at least it destroys it. Oh, but I forgot I put away at Academ's Awakening. I need to get rid of Tybalt. That's what I need. But he has plenty of mana to keep recasting Tybalt. And I'm paying a tax. I feel like it's going to be like 2 turns. Although I can recast Kaido, so that is an option. Tap creatures you can gain haste until end of turn. I might just have to do the 2/2 colorless. I would still have to pay 5 life or discard a card. The thing though is that, like, even if I did draw like Blood on the Snow, Spell Pierce, and this is controller pays 2, I have a feeling he would have no problem paying 2. Let's see. Let me do this, because what is the likelihood that he's going to do the -3 ability again for the 2/2? I'm going to get rid of Spell Pierce just because he's going to have plenty of mana, so I'm not even going to worry about that. Coach KG, hello. Happy Wednesday. You are coming in at just the perfect time to see me get absolutely destroyed and see the sunshine through my blinds. Just try to pierce my eyes. I'm trying to be poetic as I face almost certain defeat. I'm trying to think of what I could draw. Let's see. I'm not gonna worry about bouncing that. I want the 2/2 as a blocker. Oh, frickin'. It didn't even matter. Well, at least I gained the 2 life. But now Kaito's gonna go away, and now I don't have the mana to pay the tax. I'm trying to think. The only real card that I can think of that would put me in a possible position, I guess any enchantment that has multiple blues, so I can use Thassa. to throw against Tybalt, but I have a board wipe in here. I have at least one. I have Blood on the Snow, which can bring back. I could bring back Sholdred. I could bring back Obliterator. Oh, of course, Coach. Thank you so much for lurking. What is this? Oh, frickin'. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Well. Oh. Oh my word. He's gonna make me. Oh gosh. He is gonna create. Oh my gosh. Captive audience. Hang on. Let me write that down. Because that's a beautiful enchantment. Like, the fact that it's attached to me, I hate it. I absolutely hate that. But oh my word, do I want to play with this. Freaking, you get to put it under the control of an opponent. So, oh my gosh. Okay, let's just make our life total become 4. I feel like that's just, it's gonna happen. It'll give me 2 turns. I'll just have to keep discarding so that Painful Quandary doesn't get to me. You know what I need? Oh, Max Amber, thank you so much. This is exactly what I need. Oh my gosh. I paid a useless spell. Because Thassa isn't a creature at the moment. I even pointed out Painful Quandary. I even pointed out Painful Quandary. I'm just gonna lose the life. Okay, captive audience. I have to remember to craft that. Hot dang. I like that too. I kind of got excited when I saw like each opponent creates like 5/2/2 tokens, and I'm like, oh great! Like I'm gonna get some things to throw at his planeswalker. But no, I did not realize that it was even attached to me. Great game, even though it was not in my favor. So now that we've updated Kaito, I like where it's at. I don't think I'm going to make any more changes, but we could also make future Kaito decks. I'm 100% down for that. But for the rest of tonight, let's do some Mystery Commander. And just as a reminder, like if you are new here, the way that we do Mystery Commander is I will open packs, and I'll keep opening them until I get a historic Brawl commander. It can either be planeswalker, creature, it just has to be legendary, it just has to be something that I can play in historic Brawl. And we'll just construct a deck, and hopefully it's in colors that I play with. Because there have been times where we have drawn commanders in colors that I don't often play with. And if you haven't noticed, I do not have a significant amount of rare or mythic wildcards. So we're hoping for some of my comfort colors. We'll see. We'll see what we can grab. Golden plaques have treated me nicely. We're gonna have 2 options. So we have, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to say this. We'll start with this one. I know how to say this one. We have Luca, Bond to Ruin. Not my comfort colors, but completed Planeswalker. I'm a fan of those. He comes in, so he's a 4 or a 5 costing card. We can pay life for him. He comes in with 5 loyalty counters. Oh, he can actually come in and do his -4. So Luca deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers, where X is the greatest power among creatures you controlled as you activate this ability. I like that it counts for creatures that I controlled as soon as I hit that -4, because imagine them doing like an instant speed like wipe of my board. That would be so sad. But I can do the +1 to add 2 mana, spend this mana only to cast creature spells or activate abilities of creatures, or -1, create a 3/3 green Phyrexian Beast token with Toxic 1. I don't think I have any proliferation spells from the newest set in red or green, but I do have other proliferation spells in green. So I'm freaking excited about Luca. We also have Shigeki. I'm assuming that's how you say it. 2 costing 1/3. Honestly, I have seen this before and I like playing against it. However, this was from Kamigawa and I kind of want to play with Luca because it is from the latest set. So we'll see what we can grab here. Not a legendary creature, so I do not care. Let's go craft. Let's go craft a Luca deck. freaking. This happens every single time. Let's get rid of this deck. Some of these decks I'm keeping just for nostalgia, like the Rin and Seri deck. I love it. But now we have time. Rustica, I love it. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever actually created a 5-color Commander deck. So that would actually no, I have. I've done the Asika's bridge deck with all legendary critters and planeswalkers. So I have created a 5-color deck, but I don't consider Asika decks a like true 5-color deck. I don't know why. I just feel like that. I feel like it's just such an easy way to construct a deck because you literally just you throw mana rocks and legendary whatever. So let's go ahead. We'll set the format to historic brawl. I will be honest again. I don't play with this color combination. I do know that I want proliferation, so we can start there. And if y'all have any suggestions, especially when it comes to critters, like please let me know. Cacophony Scamp. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice if you do proliferate. Oh, okay. When it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. I guess that could work. It is also a 1-costing card. Pay 3. Volt charge deals 3 damage to any target. Proliferate. Maybe. It's not real 5-color if you don't have all rare lands in there. That's true. So by those standards, I have not played a real 5-color deck because hot dang, those are expensive. Luca is fairly straightforward. Just go big roll ramp. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Toxic 3, love it. Throw that in there. Maybe I do actually. You know what? I do have some pretty big green critter tokens. Let's see, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Okay, I have some ideas for enchantments as well. Let's do adaptive. When it enters the battlefield, choose 1. Maybe? I don't know. Turn target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. I'll take that. That's always handy. Proliferate. Pay 1, sacrifice. Okay, I'll add this because I really like the options. I can proliferate the poison counters, but I also have the opportunity to destroy artifacts or enchantments. Okay, so let me not red, green. What am I trying to think? I'll add these two. Those are what I put in every green deck that I've played. To be fair, that has not been a lot, to be honest. Where is what's it called? It's the one that doubles the +1/+1 tokens. I cannot I know what it looks like. I cannot remember. Just growth, I think is what it's called. When I see it, when I see the land art, I will recognize it. Where is it? Because I feel like that would just be an easy one to get a creature to a huge amount, and then doing the -4 because Luca can deal X damage. Oh no, it's divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers. I was reading it thinking that like, oh, it's to any target. You could hit for a bunch to face. To be fair though, I still want Hydra's growth wherever it is. I cannot. Oh, cultivate is one. I think cultivate is one that I'd want to have. Maybe. I feel like it's a solid one. I don't know. I'm probably am gonna be. Oh, there it is. I don't. I will be honest. I will try my best. Titan of Industry and Tyrannex Rex are pretty good. Nessa plus Awaken the Woods if you got them too. Let me see if I have those. Before I forget, I do want to add. It's either a rare or mythic rare, but it's a critter. It's that big one that does things when you block or attack with it. Where is it? And again, this really shows you how often I play in these colors. I cannot think for the this one. The Big Elder, yes. I'll add that one. That's my favorite green critter. Hands down. Let's do, okay, Titan of Industry. Titan of Industry, Kolga, maybe. I like playing Kolga when I get the chance. I don't know how much we're gonna be. I don't know how much we're gonna be milling cards. So I don't know if Titania would be a solid choice. Let's through Tyrannex Rex. I have that one too. Oh, yes, this one I love it because it's Toxic 4 and Trample and Haste. Yes. Oh, what was the one that I literally just said was a good one? Was it Kogla? Yep. Throw him in. He's a pain to play against. My word. And yes, Elder is a thick boy for sure. Nissa and Awaken the Woods. I don't know. Are you talking about this one? Because I have Ascended Animist. Which, to be fair, like, I'm gonna throw in even if that's not the Nissa that you were talking about. Awaken. Yes, okay, so I have Awaken the Woods. Is this the Nissa you were talking about? Okay, for the -7 ability, though, get +1/+1 for each force you control and gain trample. And if you had a whole bunch of dryads, like, that would be solid. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, the -7 with, like, if you had a whole buttload, that would be beautiful. Okay, let me think of what else. I guess this will be primarily critter heavy. It's probably what I'm gonna think. Let me look at what hydras I have. When I first got into Magic, like, hydras were my jam. Like, I was really into Simic, so I played a lot of green-blue. Just because to me, that was just a super easy, straightforward concept. Like, get a whole bunch of big critters on the board and protect them. So I love hydras. We'll do Lair the Hydra. Iron Scale Hydra, yes. Voracious Hydra can be helpful because you can double the counters on it. So I'll throw that in there. Heroic, Intervention, Fog. Let me look those up. Take the filters off. Oh wait, there was another Hydra. What was that one? Oh, okay. Devastator. Yes, we should throw that one in. That one's a fun one too, especially late game. Heroic Intervention. That I misspelled. That was on me. Did I spell that one right? Oh, it might not even be a rare or mythic. Permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. I want that. Why don't I already have this crafted? I mean, to be fair though, I know why I don't have this crafted. Because I don't play a lot of green. Okay, actually, you know what? Okay, hang on. Before I forget, that's fine. Before I forget, I want that card. And it's freaking 1 costing 2. So let's open some packs and we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs. So should be pretty easy to get that wild card. Also, hello Charles. Glad you could make it. Hope you're having a good week. Oh, hey, look at this. We can also play Great Worm. 6 costing trample. Neverland enters the battlefield, create a tap power stone token. I don't think that we're going to be playing much artifacts, to be honest, if we're going creature heavy, so maybe not Great Worm. But I love it. We're going to save all the golden packs for our Mystery Commander videos. Okay, extra white cards. Or, not white cards, wild cards. We have Glistening Extractor. That art, so beautiful. Nothing I see here. Let's add our Innistrad packs. Oh, by the way, I have the 2 angel cards that were featured. Brenna and someone else. I actually own those 2 cards too. So when I saw those in the promos, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that was my first card that I drew from a pack that you could like flip over and meld. And it just worked out that, you know, the card that I drew from the pack was the cheaper of the 2. So I did have to shell out like $20 freaking for the other half. But I would love to get those cards and actually use Arena to build a legitimate deck with those 2 cards. Because I've never been successful. In part because I already spent plenty of money on those cards. And to make a competitive deck with those 2, it would be really, really, really expensive for building an actual paper deck with them. So we got the rare wild card. Do we have anything that we can use? Okay. And rare battlements. I also own this card. I also own this card, and it's in the deck that I attempted to build with those 2 angels. I really like this. Oh, that's also another creature type that I don't think is on Arena, the Eldrazi. Like, hot dang. Oh no, there are Eldrazi cards in Arena. I just don't think that there's a whole lot. I can look and double check, but I'm pretty sure. I think Ulamog was one of them. I'm just throwing out names. I'll be honest. I don't really know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna shut up and craft this card. Because regardless of what other suggestions are thrown out there for this deck, I know I'm gonna want Heroic Intervention. What other big critters? Actually, before I forget, I will probably want some mana rocks, so let me throw in my usuals. We'll also have to do... I'll throw in Giada's gift. Should I? Yeah. I'll do that. I'll throw in Giada's gift, Arcane Signet. Let's throw out what's the replicating one? Replicating ring, yes. But the one that lets you duplicate creatures. I want to throw that in there. Because imagine just duplicating a critter, like freaking, what's it called? Elder Gargoth? I just realized now, I've never said the name of that card out loud until now. We'll do Chromatic Lantern. I love Crystalline Giant. I might add that at the end, just for the heck of it. Honored Heirloom. Honestly, I would not mind having this in other decks where they were grabbing stuff from their graveyard. Relic of Legends, Replicating Ring. Those are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. Let's see, any others I can think of. Gilded Lotus would be nice. It honestly would be. Let's throw in Portal. We could also do, yeah, so we have Ulamog, but I don't think that there are many other Eldrazi creatures on Arena, which is such a shame. I feel like Ulamog, like, it's expensive, but if we're playing with Luca, and its +1 is literally like adding 2 mana, we only have to come up with 8 other mana, and playing in green, I feel like that's really easy to come by. So we'll throw him in as sort of like a little game changer. We'll do Crawling Barrens, Field of Ruin. Throw those in. I don't think we're gonna be doing much card draw. I'll have to remember to throw in my dual lands. Okay. Question is, how do we ramp up? That's the thing though. I'm also not familiar with how to best ramp up. I mean, I know the concepts. Putting it into practice though, I don't think I'm the best at it. To be honest, I think that does come down to just practice with it. So I think what I'm going to do, because I have more green cards than red, I'm just going to see this as I'm going to, what's it called? Not flash. I'm going to splash red in this deck and just prioritize the green. I was also thinking, what is that 2 costing card? The guy that deals with Death Touch, Finn. We could also throw Finn in there and then throw in a bunch of Death Touch critters. I would not mind doing that. Death Bonnet Sprout, that would allow us to mill cards. So that would actually be a way to get the... I'm already forgetting her name. I'll think of it later at a different time. Oh, elves? They're good for ramping. Maybe I should go the elf route. Maybe I should. Let me take out Finn real quick. Because I don't want to throw out too many different types of critters. I want to have some resemblance of a theme. Lifecrafter's Bestiary. Not something that I own, or it's in red. And I might also have misspelled it. Let me see. I'm actually not seeing that card. Is it a... Charles, I think it's misspelled. Let me just look up life. Okay, that's a lot of cards with the word life in it. My goodness. Oh, Terror of the Peaks. Yes, we'll throw that one in there. That's a good critter. A good funky critter. I like it. I guess we'll like look at these until I can find Life Crafters Bestiary. Maybe I can search crafters and come up with that card suggestion. Nope. I think I'm misspelling it. Let's see. Actually, while I'm thinking of it, let's grab... So the +1 ability for Luca only applies to critters. What other red critters do I have? Trying to look for it. Let's see. Leyline Tyrant. This would be quite nice. And that would actually... Leyline Tyrant would be nice because I can just collect a whole bunch of mana, which would help with... What was that one card? Awaken the Woods. I'm going to keep Leyline Tyrant in there. Let's do Torbran. I feel like that's good if I'm throwing in a bunch of red chunky critters. And it'll also, yeah, it'll add the damage that Luca does as well. Goldspan Dragon. I will take that. It's colorless. Is it a critter? Not collected. Let's look up the colorless. Okay, there we go. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay 1 green if you do draw a card. I love that. Actually, that's a pretty solid card. Like, I feel like regardless of what kind of deck you're running, okay, if I had another rare wild card, I would 100% craft that. Let me make a note of it so that the next time I get a couple of rare wild cards, I'll craft this one because that's solid. Let's see. Coach, I usually run Gruul as mono green as well. I know. And I feel so bad, but to be honest, red is actually one of the colors that I play the least. Like, I will play black when it's paired with blue or white. I play white, obviously, that's my favorite color. I also love blue. I've been getting into blue. Green, I feel like I'm more into mono green decks than anything. And obviously, I do play occasional Simic, but yeah, I very rarely, unless I have a daily quest, I will not seek out to play red. And I think part of that is because a lot of red decks, they're very aggressive. They're aggro. They're meant to be super quick. And I actually prefer like the long drawn out games where it's like, you know, advantage goes back and forth and it's not like a super quick win. Because I feel like with those decks that are super, super quick and aggro, like it's just you're doing the same thing over and over again. One reason why I also have stepped away from playing Standard and have switched over to Brawl. But yeah, it's just I mean, aside from some of these critters that I've played in other decks, I don't know. I don't think that there's much left for me to add. What I do want to do, let me run through the other critters that I would want. Okay, Berserker though. Berserker would be quite nice if I could pull it off. To be honest, that Boast would be nice. There's a fun big red build that focuses on Koth and Artifact Ramp. I'm gonna have to look up Koth because I don't know. And of course, I probably don't own him. And I'm guessing he's not a rare or mythic rare creature. 4 costing commander for loyalty. His ultimate is you get an emblem with whenever a mountain enters the battlefield under your control, this emblem deals 4 damage to any target. Okay, that's solid. His +2 is search your library for a basic mountain card. Nice. And oh. Okay. Let me write Koth down as well, because I feel like some cards like Koth, like they make me want to play in red. But there's not much. Fire of resistance. And actually, you know what? I own him. So I might as well just throw him in. I'm going to be playing mountains anyways. Although, maybe I shouldn't. Because I'm gonna have more forests than mountains. Okay, but I could see that being a really fun deck. Okay. I get that. All right, what are the last little creatures that I want to add? And I think I will go elves. Because I know we also have at least that one creature card where you tap and you add green mana equal to the number of, I think, creatures or elves you control. I also didn't think about adding battlements. To be fair though, like, why not? Oh, but we would have to get a creature named Handwear Garrison. Handwear Battlements. And of course it's a rare. Oh, lovely. Okay, I take it back. I'll take it back. Okay. That's gonna have to be on my list of things to craft. Dang it. It's not super competitive, but I enjoy it more than the red aggro builds. Just throw in every super mana rock. Go for a leveler. Pearl to Phyrexia. Yep. I can see that. Honestly, like, he does look like a more fun commander, but yeah, it's... I feel like that's also just kind of a bummer, because, like, I feel like... maybe this is just because I see them more often, but I feel like the more competitive commander options are not always, like, the most fun to play with. I guess because they get overplayed and they just do the same thing over and over again. Sorry, can't remember the name, but that artifact you crafted last time lets you draw a card for 3 mana. Oh, draw a card. Mana. Well, if it's an artifact card... and I've already crafted it... Are you saying that the artifact cost 3 mana? Because if so, I can look here. It starts on this page. I'm trying to look at the pictures to see what I've already... to see what I've already played with recently. Karn's not Karn Silex. And to be honest, I don't remember which one. Staff of Completion? No, that's Paying Life. Though, Paying Life to Proliferate. Actually, that would be quite nice. Do I have any cards that let me gain life? I think Elder does. Yeah, Elder lets me gain life. I don't know if I have much to gain life. Staff of Completion, though. And I can pay 2 life, add 1 mana, so I'll add that. Oh, it's Encyclopedia? Let me just look it up. Yes, okay, Arcane Encyclopedia. Yes, that one. I'll be completely honest. I don't remember crafting that card, but I'm glad you remember. I'm glad you remember. Okay, so we have our mana rocks. Let me look for our elf cards. Landmark elves. We can tap. Let's do Sentinel. We can have a Death Touch elf. We can have Elvish War Master. I'm okay with that. We'll have Gala Greeters as well. Druid of Locale. 1/3, so he could be a solid blocker. Where is that? A Circle of Dream Druid. That's what I was thinking. So you can add a green for each creature you control. Woodland Mystic, Paradise Druid. I'm thinking about all the ones that I can tap. And if we are doing a lot of elves, where are we at right now? 10 elves. I feel like that's a good amount. 10 out of 25 critters. So we can do Imperious Perfect. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was one card where you could tap and it adds 3 mana. This one has Death Touch too, and we can tap for mana. I'm down for that. Armored Scrap Gorger is a decent mana dork, eats graveyard, and turns into a 3/3. Let me look that one up. Armored Scrap Gorger. Perfect, I have it. Gets +3/+0 as long as it has 3 or more oil counters on it. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Add that already. When it becomes tapped, exile target card from a graveyard and put an oil counter. Ooh, you can exile from your opponent's graveyard too. I like that. I like that. Did I do the bestiary? I don't remember. It might have been one of those cards. Did I write it down? I did. I was going to add it, but I don't have the wild cards unless I get really lucky opening the last couple of packs. Which, to be fair, like I feel like I have enough coins to merit buying more packs. So I could. And I mean, to be fair, you could throw that in any deck. Let me go through the rest of my cards and see if there's anything else I want to add. What about the green planeswalkers that I have too? Yeah, the Vivian ones I want to add as well. I feel like they work so nicely. Samet the Tested, I can put... Her ultimate lets me put critters from my library onto the battlefields, or planeswalkers as well. And her +1, I can give things double strike, so I'm gonna add her 2. Bestiary we'd have to craft cards for. I don't know. Like, is it worth it to craft now? Because I'm likely gonna have to spend more coins on cards if I do want to craft her. So I feel like I'm sitting fairly pretty. What enchantments do I have? Let's see. Shaper's Sanctuary, I'll be honest, comes in handy, especially if I'm going to throw in a bunch of cards. Ranger's Class, Transformation. I have played those so much and they come in handy so often. See what else? Boseiju can help us get land on the board. And it's a very good target. Glorious Sunrise. I forgot about that card as well. Okay, so we have one left. I guess Nyxbloom Ancient, maybe. And I can't forget to throw in the dual lands, so let me look at those. Let's add in my usual lands. Why is it giving me these? I just want the lands. Let's do this. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a forest. I'll throw those in. Well, actually, you know what? Argoth Sanctum. I did not realize this, but its forecasting tap ability like lets you mill cards. So it sets up Titania. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe like I'll get to a point where I do need to rely on the 2/2 critters. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, maybe. I guess, what do y'all think? Should I throw in Argoth and Titania, or should I just leave it out and run this deck as is? That's my big question. Let's go ahead, return target card from a graveyard. I like that. Let me add all of my scrying dual lands. And where's the land where you have to pay life to cast or to tap it for colored mana? I might not have that for this color combination because again, I don't really play this color combination. Let's see. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I think 13 mountains, 16 forest. That should be okay considering our mana rocks and considering Luca can help us out with mana. So let's try this. I do have the bestiary as next to be crafted. So if the next couple of games and videos don't work out in our favor, we can also always revisit this deck. And to be fair, like I also have plenty of draft tokens that I need to use. I feel like, Charles, I need to give you all these draft tokens because I feel like you would do more with this than I could, but drafting is just like, oh, it's not my thing. It's so, and I think one reason why it's just not my, it's not my thing because I'm so bad at it. But I feel like mystery commander decks have made me better at crafting decks. I can't do it. The pressure is too big. Too much. And just ignore me while I just my dinner. Danitha? I don't think I've played against this card. I think we're gonna be super pressed for land. With with this round. To be honest, I wouldn't have kept it if we're not playing with Luca and I didn't have Vivian in hands, but this is disgustingly beautiful. I'll run with it. Although I will say it beats trying a hand. I'm good for mana. I have mana. This does beat a hand where if I had all land or no land, but I have a feeling we're gonna end up with too much land if this goes on till late game. We can't actually play one of these. Let's put out Elvish Warmaster so that we have a blocker for if they play a critter. Which, to be fair, like, yeah, they would be able to play Danuka. First Strike Vigilance Lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, you may put an art or equipment card. Oh, gross. Oh. And she has hexproof. I love it. I hate this. I really do. When I said I love it earlier, nah. I did not mean that. And vigilant. Oh my god. Okay. What do I do? Oh my word. I guess I could do this for the completed cost. It would come in with freaking. I guess let's do Abundant Harvest. I definitely need a non-land card. Okay, this would have been perfect if they didn't have X-proof. So I guess what I'll do Staff to Completion. I'll probably want to just draw some cards. Because I need to get rid of Swiftfoot Boots. To be fair, though, it's primarily creatures in this deck, so I actually don't know if I have anything to get rid of that. I do have that one card where I can pay and sacrifice it to destroy an artifact or enchantment, so I could do that. This is a pain. Oh my word. I don't know why I don't see her more. That's a solid... That is a solid commander. Word. Okay, I guess what I'm probably just gonna do... I don't have anything to proliferate. I need a response and quick. Let's do... Okay, we could actually make chump blockers. That actually might be what we need. Freaking... If only we had lifelink as an option. I guess we'll do vigilance for now, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't think it's gonna matter. Oh, we'll go create a... Oh, I don't want to pay life. I'm gonna try to conserve my life. There's a YouTube channel called Good Luck High Five. I love that. That teaches people how to draft. Okay, that's what I need because I suck at it. I mean, just look at any of my drafting videos. Honestly, I've had a few good runs. I have had some runs that I've made it to the end. Like I've gotten what, the 7 games, the 7 wins that you need to like max out your prize. But Those rounds are few and far in between. Why do you have to have flying? I should have put reach. I should have put reach. And I don't think I put a board wipe in here. Okay, well, here's Leyline. I can buy myself some time, but that's not gonna help me. Gosh, if only it didn't have hexproof. Okay, now I know. Now I know. I guess I have to do Leyline. Oh my word. Let's see, you may pay any amount of red mana. I can't target. That's the painful part. Like, I cannot target her for hexproof. Word. MTG Nerd Girl is also great for drafting guides. Okay, I'm writing these down real quick. Because I'm pretty confident I know how this current game is going to end. So you said, good luck. High five. And MTG Nerd Girl. I love that. I love those names. They're so nice. Freaking Sword of Realm. Again, another solid card, but I don't want to play against it. Makes me sad. Don't tell me they have the mana to attach it. My word. Okay, so it's a 9/7. So I have no choice. Oh, frickin'. To be fair though, Staff of Completion was not going to do me any good. Do I have any? I don't have any red mana. Okay. Oh my word. Okay, so this came way too late. I guess what I could do is I can give him something else to swing at. I think that's what I think that's really my only option. Let's see, I'll create a Phyrexian because regardless of if I do the +1 ability, I can't cast anything. We'll do no attacks. I guess that's one thing I should probably add is a board wipe, but what board wipes are in red and green? Actually, you know what? I take that back. I feel like red I feel like is a really good color for sweeping damage. And it would actually get past hexproof. Because usually when red targets an opponent's critters with a sweeping large amount of damage, like it's not a target ability, so it'll get past hexproof. He knows I can't do anything with Luca. Okay, so I got one more turn to draw a non-existent board wipe. I love it. It had flying. I guess I'll be honest, I don't even remember what my daily quests were. Because I'm absolutely gonna get my butt whipped. But at least if my daily quest deals with green cards, like at least I can get that. Yes, the forests that I need in order to clutch this victory. I think it worked out that they were able to throw hexproof so quickly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Well, at the very least, I get a break to eat. All right, one defeat down. No more to go. I'm making a rule for myself. Oh, actually, this was perfect. My daily goal is red or green spells. It says if that mythic pack just knew I need to make progress on that daily. Bread? Okay. Best name. I love this. And also going up against a commander that I'm not familiar with. I love education. I'm a keep. I feel like we have a better land to non-land ratio with this hand. 4 costing 3/3 with haste. Whenever a creature you control with haste attacks, create a tapped treasure token. That's gonna cause me some problems. I already know that. Let's see. We can Ginger Brew. Okay, that's fair. We should probably do Druid of the Cowl. Get a blocker to keep him from swinging. I guess Armored Scrap Gorger would do the same. But at least Druid. Oh, but you know what? They can pay 1. So that they can't be blocked except with creatures with haste. I don't have any of those. Nope, bummer. So he'll be able to get 1 damage through. Flying haste. They have a Phoenix out here. We do have flying that can block. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may pay 2 red if you do return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so they have to be able to attack with 3 or more critters to bring that back. So we have some time. Let's throw in... I can't really do much. Add 1 mana of any color. Let's throw Scrap Gorger out. Oh, you know what? Charles, you just reminded me. I did just say I was going to try to add some kind of board wipe. So Storm's Wrath does 4 damage to each critter. I'll add that next because that's what I was missing from this deck. I was missing consistent removal. Storm's Wrath. I'll add that after this game. Okay, but nice to know I have card advantage at least. Okay, so they're gonna get plenty of mana. Oh, I forgot I had a haste. Okay, we can at least prolong that damage. My goodness. Okay. We could do submit, do the -2. Or we could just throw out Terror of the Peaks now. Yeah, let's do that. It'll put an oil countered on Armored Scrap Gorger. Exile target card from a graveyard. Let's get rid of Phoenix Chick. That's an easy one, because especially the next turn, like, they're gonna play a creature with haste. So we don't have to worry about Phoenix coming back. We have a 5/4, so if they have removal, they'd want to target Terror of the Peaks. Because now I can keep, unless they can buff up Agnes, I can keep him from swinging at least, but I'm assuming with the way that I can see them targeting him. Who is this? Ah! Summit! Oh my gosh, I love it. +2, +1. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if I... Well, I feel like actually no, I shouldn't chump block. Because whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, I can deal damage to any target, including planeswalkers and including face. So let's not chump block, especially now that they've created tokens. What are they doing? Maybe this makes me think I should have... Okay, good. I was thinking like, oh, like it's just 1 damage, so I didn't have to block with Terror of the Peaks. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Let's see. Deals damage equal to that creature's power to any critter. So I guess now let's do Luca, because we can create a 3/3 Phyrexian. Can I afford? Oh yeah, I can afford that. Beautiful. Okay, let's exile. I guess exile the creatures first. And then by creating the 3/3, I'll be able to get rid of Agnes. And even regardless of whether or not I was able to get rid of him, I can still go after Summit, so I'm okay with this. I feel like we're sitting pretty. If I can get some toxic counters on, that would be perfect. Let's see, and I feel like we're doing pretty okay with mana. I do need to get Circle of Dream Druid and Chromatic Lantern out. I probably want to prioritize getting Circle out first. I can't tap her until after she loses that summoning sickness. I know he's still there. I see him looking at his cards. Okay, so did he just pass the turn without doing anything? Or was it his turn? I don't remember what happened. I do not remember what just happened. Unless he's doing one of those things where like he's waiting to cast a spell that targets attacking critters. Because that is also a thing. Let's do... To be fair though, we could also just play Alter right now. I could see them also requiring time or waiting to see what I play to play a board wipe. So I think for now, I could have also played Sama and given someone double strike. So let's do this. Let's do Circle of Dream Druids. Just in case they're gonna throw out some weird board wipe or removal. And I'll play Elder next turn if they still don't do anything, which is also very possible. Might as well. Might as well. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have game unless they can get rid of at least, I guess, 2 critters. Now they'd have to get rid of more than one. They have the mana to do so. The question is if they're gonna actually do it. Let's see, they have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know there's a 2-sided red land. Smashing something. I can't remember what it is. That can deal twice. It can deal like X damage divided between 2 critters. And I think that's the one where like if X is like 6 or more, it deals twice as much damage. So that could be a way for them to get rid of 2 critters. Okay, so they can sacrifice X treasures. They could get rid of Terror of the Peaks. They have a Devastator. Okay, so they have blockers. Oh, but this one doesn't have vigilance. Why are you swinging? Why are you swinging? What the heck? Okay, so then... Oh, but I don't want to... Okay, here's the thing, though. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't think I even have to play anything. What did he get in the graveyard? I didn't even see that. Because he can't block my 5/4. Yeah, I don't think he should have swung with Devastator. Let's see, what was the other ability? Yeah, no. Worked out for me. He shouldn't have, but he did it. That's okay with me. Solid. And a perfect 0. I meant to do that. If you ever get the chance, Vanquisher's banner is good as well. Okay, let me go ahead. I'm gonna update the deck before I log off for tonight. And just so that I can remember to graph these cards, I'm gonna add, was it Lifecrafter's Bestiary? We'll add that one, and then you said Vanquisher's banner. 5 costing artifact. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1. And whenever you cast a creature spell of the chosen type, draw a card. Okay, I actually like that one even more than Bestiary because like that's like you will throw that in any deck and it works, provided you're playing with a certain type of creatures. Like I could throw that in with our Kaido deck and then just choose rogues. That works out so nicely. Okay, the other one you mentioned was Storm's Wrath. Oh, Spirit of Storms, Reckless. Let me just look up Storm and see what comes up. That's a lot. Okay, wait, hang on. No. Too many to go through. Storm's Wrath. 4 costing card deals 4 damage to each creature in each planeswalker. That's what I need in this deck. Okay, so I'll go ahead and add these. Oh, excuse me. I'll go ahead and add these. We'll go ahead and just save the deck. It'll just be a reminder for me to actually go and craft the cards when I do actually collect enough packs to open. But yeah, okay. Luca deck, like, it can work. Like, obviously, we had our opponent misplay on that second game, so it can work as long as our opponent makes mistakes. But hey, everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has those days. But yeah, so Luca, pretty good. Obviously, I need to collect wild cards, specifically rare wild cards, because it can be better. I do need to add the removal, but as a commander, like, I like him. He's a good one. And I love the suggestions, especially the suggestions for the channels that can help me be better at drafting. Probably what we'll have to do, and I may do this before the current set, the current mastery pass ends, is we'll probably in the near future, you can be on the lookout for some drafting videos as well, because I gotta spend these draft tokens. If it works out like last mastery pass, we might be able to even collect enough gems for me to get a free mastery pass just from the draft tokens alone. That would be fantastic. But yeah, you can be on the lookout for that. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. I loved seeing all y'all pop into chat. Thank y'all so much for everyone who lurked as well. Glad y'all could join me middle of the week. And again, I appreciate the suggestions. I'm for sure going to check them out before we even do our next draft. And I'll just keep you updated when that happens. But for now, have a wonderful night and I will see y'all later.